Welcome everyone. Hype. It's the Hype Souls 3. Let's just get started. I mean, most of you know my background. I've uploaded Bloodborne, Dark Souls 1, Dark Souls 2. We're starting with Dark Souls 3 now. I've also played Demon Souls. I've played all of the Souls-born games, and you know, I have to say, pretty experienced.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, indeed.
It is called Lothric, where the transitory lands of the Lords of Cinder converge. In venturing north, the pilgrims discover the truth of the old words. The fire fades, and the lords go without thrones.
That's some funky turtle shells they got going on there.
When the link of fire is threatened, the bell tolls, unearthing the old lords of Cinder from their graves.
Ooh.
Aldrich, saint of the deep. Farron's undead legion, the Abyss Watchers. The reclusive lord of the profaned capital. Yon the giant.
He's got a crown. The true monarch.
Only in truth, the lords will abandon their thrones.
But why? No abandon, no throne.
And the unkindled will rise. Nameless, accursed undead, unfit even to be cinder. And so it is that ash seeketh embers.
See, they dumped a lot of lore on us in a very short span. Already we're like unkindled. What does that mean? To me, it means that they are outside. They're outside the original sin that Gwyn, you know, basically initiated with undead seeking or tying humanity to the bonfires, and you know, with the dark soul. Alright, so I'm gonna have a sorcerer as my first guy. I'm gonna also create an alt character who is probably gonna be a quality build kind of guy. Yeah, that's my plan. So if I complete the game and I miss some content, then you're probably gonna see my alt character finishing up whatever missed stuff. Maybe bosses, maybe something else that my first guy missed. Alright, so we have a life ring. No. 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 It's bleh. No. Alright, so wow, that's interesting. None of these are really. You can get all of these things, you know. Get a head start, you know, or get more items early on. I don't know. Get a head start. Used to acquire many souls. How many is many? Is that 4,000? Is it 10,000? What are you giving me here? Fully restores FP. Right? I could also roll with a life ring. That just gives me more life early on. But I'm kind of just feeling just giving more souls so I can get to my... Why no change? Or not? Is that just me? That... Why am I still a knight? What? Excuse me? Excuse me here? What's going on? That's weird. Oh, that's weird. It's like it's accepting none of my input. Oh. That's weird. Alright guys, after that crash, I played a little bit more. The game crashed again. And then I started trying to find out what the problem was. After not really being able to identify it, I looked at forums, and they had one very simple solution. Turn down your lighting to low. I don't know why it's max again. Fuck that. Lighting quality to low. And hopefully it should not crash again. I swear to God if this crashes. I swear to God. Now let's delete my test guy. And let's start a new game again. Skip the cutscene. Call him Titanaku. Aged. I think I can load favorite. I created a guy. This is Titanaku. Sorcerer. Burial gift. The Sovereignless Soul. I found out that was actually shit. It's actually just the soul of a nameless soldier, which gives about 200 or 400 souls, if I remember correctly. I never used it. So I'm kind of thinking, go with something else? I don't know. Like, they're all just kind of meh. But then I'm thinking, maybe a rusted gold coin for item discovery. But do you get 1 or do you get 5? How many do you get? I don't know. Or just take the Sovereignless Soul. So we're all on the same page. Alright. That seems to be my guy. Let's go. So, what was I talking about before we were so rudely interrupted by crashes? I think somewhere along... oh god. I think somewhere along the lines of... I have a lot of experience with Dark Souls. I'm not gonna die. And that in the introduction video, they were already introducing a lot of lore very early on, which we are gonna try to sink our teeth into. Here's the basic controls. We're all very familiar with that. I am, at least. We'll do some backety stabs. We're actually gonna go into here and put that there. And very nice. We're gonna take that off the quick bar. And then we can switch. So we have Soul Arrow and Heavy Soul Arrow. Pretty nice, pretty nice. That's some heavy duty spells for early on. We also have weapon arts, which you can do by pressing the left trigger for maximum damage, of course. And backstabs, as always, is very effective. We can also do spells. And we have cast times is a thing. Oh. And we can drink from our flask. We can also do some emotes. Yeah! And walk around while doing so. So far the gameplay is pretty solid. It's pretty smooth. This way, we're not gonna fight him because I just don't have the melee weapon for it yet, and the magic resist is just ridiculously high. So there's a Papa Crystal Lizard all the way over there. I don't actually know what this item is. I didn't pick it up when I was there. I tried fighting it, and it was just it was a bore. You know, I think I can do it given enough time, but I just want to get a better melee weapon, and then, sure, let's have at it. Because I do 14 damage with my spells, with my Soul Arrow, 34 with my Heavy Soul Arrow, and I do 15 or 16 damage with my sword, and two-handed I think I do 18 or something like that, and 22 with a heavy attack. So that's just not a fun time, and he has a lot of health. So let us sit at the first bonfire and enjoy the scenery. I mean, this vista, beautiful, beautiful. And get rest. You know, for those who want to just, you know, sit down. Enjoy life for a while. I should maybe check the... stats on this shield. I didn't check. 52 physical, 38 magic. Overall, it's not that good. It's a small shield, so yeah, you don't expect great defense on that. All right. Sure, I can do that, I think. Whoa! No, I cannot. That was a little too early. And here we can plunge attack. No problemo. So basically, beyond this point, I haven't played. I've only really played to the bonfire and then battled the crystal lizard a lot when I was testing. Swinging wildly doesn't work. I can't believe it. Two sacred chimes. Alright. Sure, sure. Is there anything? No, that's just a path down there. Alright, let's try this jump again. Let's see how it goes the second time around. Whoop. Alright, cool. Nice. Titanite shard. Alright, we need that for upgrades. We're not keeping this fucking mail breaker though. It's... oh my god, it's shit. It used to be a short sword. Well, it was a short sword in Dark Souls 2. I don't remember in Dark Souls 1 what it was. But, my god, is it... No, I was about to say, is it the parrying dagger from Dark Souls 1? But I don't think so. Meh. Of the Vinheim Dragon School. Does Vinheim exist again? Oh my. That's strange. Ooh, fire bombs. Nice, nice. So basically, Dark Souls in a nutshell, the overall, the plot that kind of connects it all is that Gwyn, ever in his wisdom, decided to link the fires and link humanity to the fire. This started a whole sequence of events that kinda slowly fucked up the world. It made it as though that the world just exists in a long cycle of, you know, birth and death and rebirth, and everything comes back from the ashes. Over and over again. In some way, the lords get reborn. Everyone is kind of just doomed to this cycle of fuck. And as far as I know that Dark Souls 3 has been advertised, it's in a time of ending. It's at the ending of a cycle, and everything is just going bad, you know. And as they said in the introduction video, these lords, these really powerful beings who link the fire, Lords of Cinder, I assume at least, these Lords of Cinder are no longer, have abandoned the thrones and are no longer you know, participating in this ritual of extending the life of the fire. And hang on now, boss fight with Udex Gundyr. I assume Udex is like Judex and just means judge. Oh, alright. Safety flask. And that was that. That was a pretty pretty quick tutorial, boss. And now I'm on fire. Hey. So what my initial thoughts on what this game is gonna be is, I guess that, as the narrator said, there are these unkindled beings, these unkindled undead, who are not even fit to be, you know, a part of this grand scheme that Gwyn kind of perpetrated. So it's up to me and these other unkindled ones who kind of have to take up the mantle and just and do some shit. Yeah, okay. We can try and use the mail breaker on this guy if he keeps up the shield. Yep. So the way you can see what skill is, the weapon art, it's, you know, it's a skill shield splitter. Aim carefully and attack in a large forward lunge to pierce through enemy shields and inflict, you know, massive damage. Oh, nice homeward bone. I like it. So that's what I think the plot of this game is going to be. We're maybe going to see the breaking of the cycle. Finally. Because Dark Souls 2 was all about the cycle and basically how it was shit. You know, life was really, really shit. And then the undead came forth, the real ending, what I'm gonna assume. Bye-bye. The real ending of Dark Souls 2 is the undead putting on the crown, never going hollow, and, you know, abandoning the throne of want because it's all just an illusion. Yeah, look at the shit damage on this mail breaker. It's ridiculous. It's not even fit for I don't even know. Alright, I guess here. Okay, no, I don't know what this is for. Maybe you're supposed to look back here, but you still can't see the item. Huh. Here we have a giant castle. And we got a spooky... I'm getting a spooky vibe from this. I don't know how this... Oops, hang on, doggy. Alright, doggy. Sure, if that's how you want to go, that's how we'll go. And here we have an ember. I guess this takes the place of humanity. There isn't even a humanity counter. Yeah, okay, well, that makes sense. You know, that makes sense. Because we aren't even fit to be part of this cycle with humanity and the dark soul. I guess it kind of means that humanity's probably gonna regress to their horrible form, which you see in the Dark Souls 1 intro. Because, you know, there were a ton of humans. I mean, Gwyn was a human, you know, before he... or something other than human. Before he absorbed the Lord's soul. And proclaimed himself to be a god and waged war on the dragons. There is no sun. I mean, there's god rays, but there is no sun. And that space leads down to that. So I've pretty much explored the outside of this, it seems. Just these stairs. And that's a guy with a katana. And a lot of health. Might as well use heavy soul arrows. No, because then he dodges. I'm getting a feeling that that is just gonna... that's gonna sting if he hits me. Yeah, if he didn't dodge, I would use the heavy soul arrow. Yeah, see, that's a damage boost that I can agree with. Oh, shit! And that's why you don't use the heavy soul arrow without a boost to casting. Great damage, but I mean, what are you sacrificing? You know, you're leaving yourself so open. Like it's not even fair. All right, let's take out these guys. Don't use magic. We need that magic. Not that way. This way. Alright, so I think we'll take care of that guy. And then, because, you know, the first episode's gotta be a little longer, we gotta introduce some shit here. A lot of guys have fought this guy. I can see that. Alright, so... yeah, the best play is probably to... let him do his wind-up here. Then switch to normal arrows, because I don't even want to be a part of his little weird fantasy here of not, you know, wearing clothes and swinging swords. So this is absolutely fine for me. I don't mind this tactic. It's a very fair tactic. Can we finish? No. We'll just normal soul arrow you. Uchigatana. Nice. Alright. I can dig that. Praise sorcery. Yes, indeed. Praise sorcery. The trick to sorcery, you get range. Not as far as bows, but you get range. And you gotta learn how to dodge. You gotta get good. Some people get good at parries, you know. Some people get good at dodges. The trick to sorcery is you gotta get excellent at dodging. And you really get that overview of the battlefield. So you know you can kind of see what's going on, and you're able to more easily discern a pattern to the enemies. Anyway, so the Uchigatana might not be bad. 16 dex and 11 strength. I need to get my base strength and dex up, because in the beginning we're probably gonna be switching to a mace. And look at this view right here. We're probably gonna be switching to you know, a good melee weapon that we can kind of rely on for armored enemies, and yeah, just enemies in general who are more susceptible to blunt attacks. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys, this first episode of Dark Souls. I hope you're as hype as I am, and tune into the next one.